Hey all, hey y'all. Welcome to this installment of Kingdom Things Podcast with me, your host, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah, the Jewish culture widely awaited Mashiach, the Hindu culture prophesied Kalki, full circle moment alert. So are you? Why Ashley? Thank you for asking me this question. What I have in me, you have in you. What you have in you, I have in me. Quite literally, we are one energy manifested as many in order to grow and evolve the one energy commonly termed as God within our dimensionality, within our plane of existence. Within Kingdom Things Podcast, I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, the multiverse, the universe, the omniverse, Hashem, God, Allah, the Most High, Shekinah, Prime Source. Share the energies and messages in order to assist as we awaken in the masses as a human culture of planet Earth, as a human being of planet Earth, within our ascension cycle, within our dimensionality of creation, within our universal understanding of existence, to the remembrance that we are one with all things, to the remembrance that we are limitless potentials, which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast, channeled human dharmic purpose. It's biblically prophesied. We were created to be the remembrance, the stark polarities of dark and light, yin yang, or limitless potentials in the tangible. We were created to journey our reality into greater dimensions of our limitless potentials, into greater embodiment of our limitless potentials, by holding an inquisitive disposition about our existence, about reality, about life. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is a mirror of the energies in which we are. So when we're inquisitive about ourselves and we're inquisitive about reality, we garner wisdoms, or we elevate spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically into more gratifying understandings of our existence or of our limitless potentials. The divine wants to see, what do we create with awakening within the dream to our limitless potentials, to the remembrance that everything in our reality is dimensions of the I Am, or God, or the Most High, as we are all dimensions of the I Am, or God, or the Most High. What do we create? We were created to be balance and wellness. We are created to be the mastery of unconditional love. The mastery of unconditional love, meaning remembrance that everything in our reality is a dimension of ourselves. Again, journeying our realities to become more enlightened, or more consciously aware of ourselves, or of our limitless potentials, in a way that we create wellness and balance and harmony for the upliftment and regeneration of all things, with the intention to create wellness, balance, harmony, the regeneration, and upliftment of the oneness of all things, or the self, or the I Am. Let's go ahead and roll into the Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 prophecy. By the year 2033, the Most High, the oneness of all things, Shekinah, Allah, says that we will be in a state of consciousness awareness, consciousness expansion, to understand that we are a human culture, planet Earth, with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. As death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking, were all a part of our gestational phase, where we were amnesiac to the vibrational frequential patternings of higher wisdoms, higher loves, higher knowledges of who we are, our existential nature. This frequential patterning, this dense rung of energies, dense realm of energies in which we were calcified in, was what I channel from my soul space, the oneness of all things, was our gestational phase, where we were preparing, or principle of rhythm, creation, crits, and ups and downs. We were in the down phase, where we were in the darkness to the remembrance of who we are. By the way, I channel all the information that you'll find within the Kingdom Things Podcast using my within Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, using my extrasensory perception, my psychic abilities, my mediumship, my channeling gifts, my shaman mama capabilities, my connection with the divine, or the oneness of all things, or my inner space, as we are all connected to the oneness of all things through our inner space, as we are all dimensions simultaneously one with the oneness of all things. We are awakening out of our gestational phase, in which I channel from my heart space, the oneness of all things, calls it a gestational phase, where we are in preparation to be the mastery of limitless potentials, unconditional love, understanding that everything we experience is for evolution and growth to create a bigger story. And at any moment, we only have a minute or limited perception of the bigger story. Following our heart spaces, understanding that we are limitless potentials, but at the same time, when we're incarnated in form and shape, dimensionality, We have the illusion of finite or dimensionality, where we only perceive or are embodying or have conscious awareness of so much of our limitless potentials, to be a stroke, a pigment on the canvas of existence, to contribute towards the grander creation that's always being created and perpetuated in every moment. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast call to action. Sit with yourself for at least 1 hour a day, every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials, as I am limitless potentials? What did I create? What did I intend to create on a soul level to contribute to the upliftment and regeneration of all things? Wait for the answers, because they will come. Be inquisitive about, again, your reality and yourself, and wait for the answers, because they will come. It's about leading our lives heart-centered, with heart-head coherence, heart, mind, body, soul, spirit coherence. Understanding all the decisions that we make in our reality align us with frequential patternings or vibrations, which take us down a stream of existence or potentiality of ourselves, and potentiality of what we can manifest or create in reality. Follow your heart space. Stay close to your heart. Stay close to your heart. Stay close to your heart. I channeled Moses within the Kingdom Things podcast meetup titled Top 5. I'll link it below in the reference content. I channeled Moses, and he said, lead yourself to the water. So when you get to the water, you know what to do with it. Drink. Stay close to your heart. Your heart is truly the water. Your heart is divine orchestration. Your heart is the divine orchestration of how you intended to show up to be the most abundant, limitless, uplifting force in all of existence. Not just as a human being on planet Earth, but to be an uplifting force to all of existence. Not just the human culture of planet Earth, but to be an uplifting force of all of creation, or all of God, Shekinah, Allah, Hashem, the Most High. Okay, so we're going to reference, let me just write down in my notes, make sure I don't forget it, y'all. There are a lot of episodes where I say I'm gonna link a reference content. I'm going to link an episode of Kingdom Things podcast in the reference content below, and then I'll forget, because I'll forget. Because I'll be in many dimensions healing and things. But I'm getting better, y'all. So don't slight me if there's not something in the reference content. Just go into the catalog, YouTube or Spotify, type in what you're looking for, Kingdom Things podcast. Whatever I said the title was, type what you're looking for. Sometimes I'll be like, one time I was like, this is the episode, baby. I didn't link it. I didn't put a picture, but I did put it in the reference content in the description. Y'all just, y'all bear with me. We all awakening the masses to limitless potentials, different dimensions of ourselves, different understandings and paradigms of who we are, what existence is. Baby, timeline shifting, baby. It's constantly, we're in vibrational shifts, because constantly we're making new decisions that take us down new vibrational patternings of our existence. So y'all bear with me. But below in the reference content, you'll find top 5 where I channel Moses, I channel Rabbi Yeshua, most commonly known as Jesus Christ. I channel Thoth the Atlantean. And it's beautiful, beautiful channeling, top 5. It's one of my earlier channelings within the podcast. Nonetheless, I always say, I channel from my heart space. My ancestors tell me, you're always where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. So I channel top 5 when I channel top 5, because that's what the divine was trying to co-create through that space and time within the podcast installment called Top 5. Reference below. Lead yourself to the water. Moses said, lead yourself to the water. Channel to myself. Moses channeled to myself, a biblical text. Moses said, lead yourself to the water, so you know what to do when you get to the water. Drink. My soul was like, hey, Ashley, stay close to your heart. I actually channeled it in a song. Stay close to your heart. That's where starts and ends. New beginning. Stay close to your heart. I'm also a singer-songwriter. I heal, right? And I channel the healing energies and messages within my music. My music is medicinal. Don't replace it for any of your professional medical advice. Don't replace anything you hear within Kingdom Things podcast with your professional. Don't replace your professional medical advice with anything you hear within Kingdom Things podcast. And don't replace your professional medical advice with any, of my healing frequencies, right? And any of my content. But I'm also a singer-songwriter. And I recently started recording my sessions, right? Because it's such a magical experience. I use my shaman mama capabilities, baby. I be deep in the spirit. And my soul space, my healing space, we call it shadow work. Or facing yourself. I'll be deep in the spirit doing shadow work and feeling my way through evolution, through spiritual upliftment, right? Of humanity, of all things. And my soul be like, hey, sometimes I'll know what we're going. I'll get it. Okay. I'll get a divine mandate. Hey, Ashley, start an album called Yin Yang. Start an album called Epoch. Start an album called Balance Hours. Right. And then I'll know I'm going to do a session that night. And my soul's like, and I'll be doing healing work all day. And my soul's like, let's channel this healing energy, or the oneness of all things. Our soul, we're truly one. It's like, channel these energies into the song. And I'll get into the spirit as I'm doing my sessions, my music sessions. And I'm talking with the ancestral forces internally. And like, hey, do you see this paradigm? Let's uplift it. Yeah, I see it. Okay, let's catch this lyric. Put this in the song. Put this vibration in the song. So nonetheless, my music is created to be healing. Ashley-Nicole music is available to stream on YouTube, link below. Again, I just started recording my sessions. They're really powerful, healing, fun, entertaining. Baby, I share the divine revelations. We laugh, we joke. Stay close to your heart. That's where it starts and ends. You know, you new beginning. Stay close to your heart. This song is called We Are the Simulation. We are the simulation. Channel song, that's linked below as well. We Are the Simulation, Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube, link below. You can stream it. Again, Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. Subscribe. Top 5, link below. Our channel, Thothi, Atlantean Moses, Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus Christ. That's linked below. Today, within this Kingdom Things podcast meetup, Kingdom Things podcast meetups, I transcendentally channel. So I sit back and close my eyes. And I allow the ancestral force to speak through me, to us, to me, through me, to us, through us. I'm super excited. Today we're channeling Mary Magdalene. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be candid. I've been channeling Rabbi Yeshua, plenty many. I've been channeling so many paternal ancestral forces, plenty many. And I channel some maternal ancestral forces. I've been running from Mary Magdalene. I'm not going to lie. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I've been running from Mary Magdalene. And I know, and it's been unconscious. So it's for subconscious reasons that we're gonna bring it to conscious awareness right now. But I'm kind of aware because I've been working through this within myself. Because, you know, myself and Mary Magdalene are one. You know, we're all one with each other. I am a divine mother. Mary Magdalene is a divine mother. The divine told me, hey, Ashley, I created you to be a divine mother. Before I even remembered I was a divine mother. The divine was like, hey, Ashley, I created you to be a divine mother. And this is all, you know, cataloged throughout Kingdom Things podcast. My rapid spiritual awakening journey is cataloged all throughout Kingdom Things podcast. My spiritual evolution is cataloged all throughout Kingdom Things podcast. Me garnering my spiritual inheritance, or who God created me to be, is cataloged all throughout Kingdom Things podcast. Again, the content is timeless. Whatever calls to your heart space in that moment, that's probably what you need to hear to come into greater alignment with your limitless potentials, with your divine inheritance, or who the divine created you to be in your most abundant limitless potentials. I've been running from Mary Magdalene. I'm not gonna lie to you. Her energy. Because, you know, videos about Mary Magdalene on YouTube will come up all the time. The esoteric knowledges and wisdoms in which she was aware of, and what she taught, and what she embodied, and what she was, and what she is. The divine wisdoms, the existential nature of humanity, of existence, and what she is. The powerful force, the benevolent, uplifting, balanced yin-yang force in which she is and was. These videos would come up in my feed and I would look at them. I would side-eye them. And I would just be like, oof. Because I knew it was going to, like, subconsciously, I knew it was going to activate me into a level of myself that I was afraid of my own power. And I channeled this about fearing the struggles with power and fearing your power within Kingdom Things podcast installment called You Are a Unicorn. I'll link that below in the reference content. I channel Akhenaten, Egyptian pharaoh. He's like, there truly is no struggle power struggles. There's only a struggle to realize your own power internally, your own power that is divine presence, that we all are. He's like, if I'm walking in my divine power, I just trust that my neighbors are walking in their divine power, and we all gonna be all right. We all gonna be abundant and uplifted, all the things. I was afraid of my own power because, shoot, it's a responsibility. It's a responsibility to remember who you are in God, right? And we're always where we're supposed to be when we're supposed to be there. So it's no longer demonizing the makings of us, but it's understanding that everything we experience is for the makings of us, our evolution. We have so many misconceptions when it comes to Mrs. Mary Magdalene, baby. We have many misconceptions when it comes to Miss Mary Magdalene. And baby, we here to set the record straight. She's here to assist with setting the record straight. The record is straight. Like the wisdoms and knowledges are out there about who Mary Magdalene truly is and was. Truly, there is no was, y'all. Because past lives it's really multidimensionality. Everything's happening here and now. So our past lives are truly ourselves in a different dimension of existence. Right? So who Mary Magdalene is no secret. You just have to be in the energetic embodiment to align with the understandings of who Mary Magdalene truly is. And that goes for anything in existence. Whatever you're trying to create or become, you have to align with the energetic vibration to create or become what it is you're trying to create or become. Mary Magdalene, esoteric teaching master. And she knew who she was from a young age. And she studied from who she was from a young age. Actually, in the time of Mary Magdalene, Rabbi Yeshua, in ancient times, like it was common. It was common enough to study divine wisdoms and to be connected to the inner space in the way that you're connected to all things, in the way that you speak to the divine in prayer. It wasn't weird, you know. It wasn't ostracized the way we think it was. The way we ostracized ourselves in modern times. Say ostracized past tense, because we're aligning to a new vibrational rung of energies. We're no longer demonizing our magic or our divine presence. We're no longer calling it weird, all the things. We're no longer being victims to vibrational frequential patternings that tell us that our divinity, that our divine presence, that our connection to the all, to our existence that is the all. We're no longer being victims to those vibrational frequential patternings that say that it's weird or demonic. What are we doing? We're raising our vibrations. And we're understanding that any energy says that we're weird or demonic or any of the things, those are dimensions of ourselves that are shrouded in a darkness for us to face ourselves. Shine light on those energies, or become consciously aware. Hey, soul, what is it? Become consciously aware. Hey, soul, what is this energy trying to teach me about myself? Garner the wisdoms to raise the vibrations of all, to assist with raising the vibrations of yourself or all things. We're no longer running from ourselves, right? We're choosing our battles, yes, right? We're choosing our battles, but we're facing ourselves in the way that we're not afraid to become more wise. We're not afraid to become more fool. We're not afraid to garner the wisdoms of our existence. Hashem, the Most High, told me, hey, Ashley, everything that you experience, nothing's ever meant to hurt you or harm you. It's only meant to grow you and evolve you into more. So I'm excited about channeling Mary Magdalene today. We'll get to that shortly. I wanted to share a little bit of my story because as I awakened, the divine told me, hey, Ashley, you're the biblically prophesied Messiah. The Most High told me, hey, Ashley, you're the biblically prophesied Messiah. But the message is, all of humanity, you're all the biblically prophesied Messiah because you're all divine presence. You're all limitless potentials. Everything is here and now. You're all masters of remembrance, masters of creation, masters of co-creating with the divine as the divine to uplift all things. It's about humanity, us raising our vibrations or expanding our conscious awareness or of activating more of our spiritual presence to align with energies and thought patterns that allow us to co-create a self and a reality that reflect our most abundant truths, our divine presence. We call these realities our promised lands. The divine calls these realities our promised lands, right? The divine's like, hey, Ashley, you're the biblically prophesied Messiah. The reason why I made a black woman the biblically prophesied Messiah because African-American or black heritage, culture, blood is one of the most degradized energy on your planet. And the woman is the most degradized energy on your planet. Right? So they're right there. Woman in black is woman African, woman African American, woman woman and black. I was trying to figure out another way to say black, but that woman, black, woman, African American, those are the most degradized energies on your planet. So I was like, I got to make the biblically prophesied Messiah, a black woman, African American woman, African woman, to stretch humanity outside of the paradigms of limitation. Because if I get the most degradized energies on the planet, those are the energies that have been subjected and embodied like the most limitation, the most paradigms of limitation. So if I make a black woman the biblically prophesied Messiah, which you all truly are the biblically prophesied Messiah, you have to face this. You have to face black and woman and everything, which are the most degradized energies on the planet. So you face those energies and all the other energies to understand that those are paradigms of limitation and they have no true truth. They're just belief systems that cause limitation. And what does limitation cause? Disease, death, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking. So if you're able to face the fact that the way I feel about Ashley, this black woman, she triggers me. Why? Oh, because it's energies inside of me needing it to be healed. It has nothing to do with Ashley. There's energies inside of me that need to be faced and healed. For me to become more in alignment with my limitless potentials, with my divine abundance, with my divine inheritance of which I am. Raise my vibrations, be inquisitive, again, call to action. Hey, what is this? Why am I triggered right now? What is this energy, emotion trying to tell me about myself? My ancestral forces said, ask me once, like, hey, Ashley, what are you feeling? I said, I'm angry. My ancestors said I was doing a powwow session on myself. I do walks in the morning and at night outside. And when I walk, I do what I call powwow sessions. That's where I calm my inner space with my ancestral forces, with the ancestral forces, to heal and uplift my vibrations. And I was one morning, my ancestral forces were like, hey, Ashley, what are you feeling right now? I was like, I'm angry. And my ancestral forces said, Ashley, you're more intelligent than that. You're not angry, you're feeling. Feel through your feelings and ask what these feelings or emotions are intended to teach you about yourself. Don't just automatically jump to sad or mad or angry. Oh, I'm feeling right now. What is it supposed to teach? Because when we jump to sad, mad, or angry, we jump into a dense rung of energies that feed us low vibrational thought patterns or super limiting thought patterns, limiting belief thought patterns that say, oh, I'm feeling. I'm not going to say I'm sad. I'm not going to say I'm mad. I'm not going to say I'm angry. I'm feeling. What are these feelings, emotions intended to teach me about myself, soul? Wait for the answers because they will come. Wait for the higher wisdoms because they will come to help you raise your vibrations and perceive that you are one with me. You're one with your neighbor. You are one with Jim down the road. You're one with your boss. You're one with your children. You're one with all things. We are all one. We're one energy manifested as many to grow and help to assist with growing and evolving all things. I channeled this in the Kingdom Things podcast where God's like, I made the biblically prophesied Messiah a black woman to stretch humanity. I channeled this within Cook Up. I also channeled some biblical prophetic information within 144 part 1, as well as 144 part 2. I'll link these in the reference content below. These are all Kingdom Things podcasts with Ashley-Nicole Phillips installments. I hope something resonates with your spirit, your heart space, and to a greater remembrance of, who you came into existence to be and your most abundant, limitless potentials. Whatever doesn't resonate with your heart space, you're more than welcome to leave it. Subscribe to Kingdom Things Podcast if you're watching on YouTube. Follow if you're watching on Spotify to assist with proliferating the Kingdom Things Podcast journey to a healed and balanced human culture, planet Earth. I'm going to go ahead and sit back and we're going to transcendently channel Mary Magdalene. I'm going to close my eyes. You're more than welcome to close your eyes as well. To allow any energies that are intended to permeate your system, your mind, body, soul, spirit, to do so, to uplift you, to align you with more of your limitless potentials, balance, wellness for the universe, as universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. And so it shall be. Inshallah, mashallah, bismillah, shalom, amen, ashe. Assalamu alaikum. My ancestral forces asked me to say assalamu alaikum. I say inshallah, mashallah, bismillah. I say all that for the Muslim, Muslim culture. and things. All right, y'all, more than welcome to close your eyes again. Do not replace your professional medical advice with anything you hear within Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Thank you once again for Mary Magdalene for presenting your presence. You are greatly appreciated. You are greatly honored. I want to apologize to you, Mary Magdalene, before you come in, for the way that your presence, she said, it's not even necessary, sister. She said, sis, is baby, I understand. She's like, it's not even necessary. Don't burden yourself. She's like, don't burden yourself. It's not your fault that I was, demonized, and my story was written that I was a prostitute and all the things. She's like, it's not even you, baby. You didn't do that. You didn't do it. So, baby, don't burden yourself, because she knows I will take on something, baby, as a burden, and I'll carry it, baby, and try to heal it up. She's like, girl, she's like, sis, that's sister. That's not even for you to bear. That's not your burden to bear. Okay, so no need to even apologize. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. I'm going to go ahead and sit back. Thank you again. Thank you, Ashley, for having me within your podcast to present my energy, my healing energy, my wisdoms, to share with the world, to assist with understanding the importance of honoring the woman, the importance of honoring the man, and the understanding that the man is the mirror of the woman and the woman is the mirror of the man. There's nothing that the woman can't do that the man can't do. There's nothing that the man can't do that the woman can't do. Let's say that one more time, Ashley. There's nothing that the woman can't do that the man can't do. There's nothing that the man can't do that the woman can't do. This is not the point, dear humanity, dear creation. We can all play each other's parts and roles. We can all be whatever it is we want to be, as we are all limitless. It is the nature of human, the sensuality of human, the complex laboring of the human evolution to understand the sanctity of being able to bow in each other's presence in a way that you honor each other's offerings to the table, in the way that you respect each other's offerings to the table, as everyone's offering is unique in its own frequential patterning. No one is less or more. We just all are. Thank you, Ashley. Ooh, baby. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. The profundity. The profundity. The profundity. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. I want to just close it out because that's so powerful and impactful. My soul says, speak, baby. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. I am on the twin flame divine counterpart journey home to God inside. The remembrance that we are limitless potentials. And we are coming out of a paradigm of a futile nature, a futile feuding nature between the man and the woman. Gender wars. And this is an ancient war between the matriarch and the patriarch. We're coming into a shift from having a patriarchal society to having a matriarchal society. But the divine is like, this matriarchal society, I am tasking this matriarchal society to introduce the wisdoms of equality or balance between the man and the woman, that the man and woman are one. As this patriarchal society comes to a diffusing state, and this matriarchal society is introduced, I'm charging this matriarchal society to introduce the wellness and balance of yin-yang balance, masculine, feminine balance of wellness by understanding the man and woman are one. No longer perpetuating the archaic feud between the matriarch and patriarch, but bringing equilibrium that is matriarchal, patriarchal oneness, masculine, feminine oneness, man, woman oneness. Actually, how do you know about these wisdoms? I actually channeled this, I channeled from the heart space, soul space. I channeled this within the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, installment titled Staring at the Blank Page Before You. It's linked below in the reference content, I promise. Staring at the blank page before you, the divine was like, hey, Ashley, we not doing this no more. Because it creates imbalance. It was needed. It was part of your gestational phase where the man and woman were feuding, where there was masculine, feminine imbalance, where there was a matriarch, patriarch, shifting of the pendulum, shifting of the ages. But we're not doing that anymore. I need y'all to understand that when the man is up, the woman is up. When the man is down, the woman is down. When the woman is up, the man is up. When feminine is imbalanced, masculine is imbalanced. And when the masculine energy is well, feminine energy is well. When the masculine energy is well, feminine, that's what I said over here. When the feminine energy is well, masculine energy is well. When masculine energy is well, feminine energy is well. When the masculine energy is not well, the feminine energy is not well. When the feminine energy is not well, the masculine energies are not well. We are one. I'm on the twin flame divine counterpart journey, home to Goddess side, which is an infinite journey because we're limitless, right? Coming home, it is embodying being, aligning with more of our limitless potentials, or our presence that is divine presence. Remembrance that of our divine presence. This is an infinite journey because we are limitless. I'm on the divine counterpart journey, twin flame journey, and I've the twin flame journey triggers you, it triggers you into spiritual evolution, right? I've learned how to trigger myself into spiritual evolution by being inquisitive about my own nature and by asking my soul questions. The Kingdom Things podcast called Action. Sit with yourself for at least 1 hour a day. I do this all day, baby. I'll ask myself in questions in my inner space. I got to balance it up. I ask myself questions in my inner space and I get the answers from spirit, and I grow and evolve my energy to assist with grow and evolve all humanity, all things. I learned how to trigger this inside by myself because my twin flame left me high and dry. The divine's like, that's your person. He left me high and dry, baby. The divine brought us back into contact in 2019. My soul said, hey, Ashley, go celebrate in 2018. I knew who my person would be since I was 9 years old. My person was a child actor on a show that me and my sister used to watch. And one night we were watching and my soul said, that's going to be your husband. And I just, baby, I took that divine revelation and I held on to it in my heart space to this day, right? 2018, my soul, I'm 31 now. So I was 9 years old when I got the divine revelation. 2018, I was 25. My soul was like, hey, Ashley, go celebrate. We're going to bring your person in. Baby, cold turkey. No problem, divine presence. No problem, Goddess. I said, yes. I got that divine revelation. Go celebrate. We're going to bring your person in. I said, yes, done, did it. Gabby Douglas flipped it. Right? I said done. Right? Simone Biles twisted. Gold medal Olympian. Baby, that's funny. Baby, celibacy. If you get a gold medal for celibacy, baby, I'm a gold medal Olympian, right? Been celibate since 2018, right? So the divine does not lie. 2019, the divine brought back into conscious awareness where we both knew about each other. We both knew that we knew about each other in 2019. My soul's like, hey, Ashley, message your person on Instagram. I was like, ooh, no, I'm not. Baby, divine's Holy Spirit animated my body, baby. Picked up my phone one night. I think we were made for each other. Sent. I was like, he's not going to see. My soul's like, don't feed those thoughts. We're going to make sure he sees it. Full circle moment. We came into conscious awareness of each other, contact, baby. Twin flame journey. We amplify imbalances in order to bring those imbalances into balance. So we went through some things, y'all. He stole from me. He stole money from me. I put that in the I don't think he's gonna talk about it, so let me talk about it. Let me just channel the wisdoms. Guys, don't just put down he's just a horrible person. When y'all came into contact, y'all initiated past life energies. Y'all initiated where y'all left off. So in the past life, obviously I stole money from him. Because when we came back together, he's tit for tat. We were in the tit for tat. Masculine, feminine, feuding energies. Man and woman, feuding energies. When we came back to contact, baby, that's the first thing that's exactly what started up. He's like, baby, start stealing money from me. Right? Guys, that was intentional to balance out these energies of the imbalance of humanity, because y'all are all ancient energies. Every human, you're truly an ancient, limitless energy incarnated as a human to balance out the human inequities, imbalances of the human energies, to assist with creating the divine, human, or limitless potentials in the tangible biblically prophesied to help uplift and regenerate all of God's creation. Be the stark mastery of unconditional love, or the remembrance that everything in our reality is a mirror of ourselves. So no need to, baby. I'm not calling for my divine counterpart twin flame to be ostracized or I don't want y'all to throw tomatoes at them. Don't throw tomatoes at them. Don't throw nothing at them. Don't throw just what can this situation teach you about yourself? If anything, I share my story and the wisdoms that I garnered from my story to go, for you to introspect and reflect within your own reality to grow and evolve into more of your limitless potentials. Don't throw capsicum peppers at them. Don't throw tomatoes at them. Don't throw nothing at them. I did a Kingdom Things podcast comedy edition on pedophilia. Kingdom Things podcast comedy edition Goddess Talk. I'll link the whole playlist below. I take really, really dense paradigms, really hard topics to face within human culture. And in order to heal it, we have to reveal it. And I do comedy sets. I use divine wisdoms, funnies, to uplift the energies and heal these dense paradigms in our humanity to liberate the human soul, to liberate our energy. And I did the installment on pedophilia, and I was like, baby, I was like, I don't know I asked God, who's gonna tell God that we created pedophilia? I was like, who's gonna tell God? And I told y'all in this installment, baby, don't throw peppers at me, tomatoes, capsicum peppers, don't put tomatoes in the comments, because I'm sharing this with the world. This remembrance to the world so we can heal. I said, don't throw peppers at me, capsicum peppers or tomatoes. Don't throw capsicum peppers. That's where I got that from. Don't throw capsicum peppers, tomatoes at my divine counterpart, my twin flame. Don't be mad at him. Because, baby, if I can forgive, I don't need y'all to be mad at him either. If I can forgive him, baby, you don't need to be mad at nobody about nothing. Not about what's going on in my reality. Right? And my dimensionality of reality. We are one true. But I share this not to call for war or feuding or fighting. I share this for us to be a community where we can be vulnerable and share our reality, understanding that our realities are only mirrors of themselves, energies manifested in different ways, to share the wisdoms, the healing, to be healing, so we can activate more into our liberated divine presence. He stole my money, and he stole my money. I channeled this, I revealed this, I just revealed it. Dark light balance. It's like a 2-hour and change episode, because baby, it's like a sit session. It's a sit session, sit powwow session, where I share my stories, I channel healing energies, and we roll into podcast installments, Osseous animated series, where we do a lot in that episode. I've linked it below. Dark light balance, dark light yin yang balance, devil revealed. The devil revealed. That's a part of the title, devil revealed. Devil in quotation marks. Devil revealed. Y'all, do you know, again, don't throw tomatoes or peppers or aubergines. Don't put those in the comments. Baby, we revealing to heal it. Now, this is nothing new. Like, we know this in our ancient spiritual studies. Yin, yang. The devil is truly unmet energies, unmet forces that we get to meet and face, become consciously aware of these dimensions and paradigms, or shine light on them. Whenever you become consciously aware of a paradigm, you're shining light on the darkness in order to garner the wisdom from the darkness or the devil. I had a divine revelation. You know, the devil is like a gosh darn, it's like the devil, we use it as a projecting system, as a blame system. Whenever we don't feel like facing ourselves and garnering the wisdom from our experience, oh, the devil did it. Oh, it had to be the devil. Baby, you just blaming this one energy because you're not ready to face yourself. Understanding anything in your life, principle with respect, principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Because I can feel the triggering, right? I feel it in my heart space. And you know what that is? It's healing. It's healing. Whenever you're feeling what we're doing, we're healing. We're revealing to heal. So whenever, principle of correspondence, as below, so above, everything in our reality is a projection of our energy. We are energy, and our energy manifests by what? This is quantum physics. We know this through our sciences. Everything is energy, and our reality is a projection of our energy. So anything that we experience, anything we go through, anywhere that we show up is to evolve us into more of our limitless potentials. We can only evolve into more of our limitless potentials if we're inquisitive about why we experience what we experience, why we show up the way we show up, in order to garner the wisdoms, embody the wisdoms, be the wisdoms, raise our vibrations to project a reality that mirrors, reflects our heightened wisdoms, our higher vibrations. So that's what I mean about the devil revealed. It's that understanding that the devil is an energy that we projected on for millennia. It's truly unmet wisdoms. Instead of blaming something or someone about our misfortunes, it's like, hey, what was this experience supposed to teach me about myself? Garnering the wisdom, embodying the wisdom, raising our vibrations to be the wellness, limitless potentials in which we are. We've always been. It's just it's a certain frequential patterning that we have to align to be that wisdom, to show up as that wisdom, to manifest a reality that reflects the wisdom. Because all is here and now, just in different vibrations. So my twin flame stole from me. We came back into contact. But the divine, and then I was doing things out of my character. Baby, like giving my money. Like, baby, falling into, like, I was doing stuff out of my character. Because it was past life energies that we walked into when we met, that we amplified when we met, in order to catalyze us into a rapid spiritual evolution, to grow and evolve humanity, to grow and evolve our energy, which is growing and evolving all things, humanity or all things. So, like, I'm on the twin flame journey, and that happened. And, like, shout out to all the ancestral forces, baby. Honorable mentions to the Rebbe. Because, baby, 3 years ago, I was going through it. I was so angry still about, inner emotions still come up when I think about what happened, right? Emotions still come up when I think about what happened. And the depths of the story of how it took place, him taking my money, that's not relevant. So I'll never share that because it's not relevant. It's not relevant. It's not relevant. But I'll give you like brass tacks and then the wisdoms that I garnered from this. So I was still angry 3 years ago, and zealotry, seeking God within, meditation, because God's like still, that's how you know, baby, the force of God is strong. Because me and my twin flame, we are the leading energies of the 144,000. I channeled it in a podcast. We're the leading family of the 144,000. There's 24 time capsules, 12 twin flame couples that God seated on the planet at this time. As we awaken and evolve in our spirituality, we help into more wellness and balance, limitless potentials for the upliftment of all things. We help with the catalyzing of humanity and to rapid spiritual evolution and growth. Me and my twin flame are the leading family of the 144,000. As these 12 families grow and evolve, all the 144,000 grows and evolves, which simultaneously humanity grows and evolves into rapid spiritual evolution. Which brings me to the Kardashian scale prophecy. Kenneth Things podcast, Kardashian scale prophecy. God says within 10 years, we will be a Kardashian scale type 1, type 2, type 3 Kardashian scale colony. If you don't know what the Kardashian scale is, the Kardashian scale was channeled by the astronomer Kardashian, where he gives an outline of the evolutionary status of galactic civilizations based off of the amount, I just had a mouth spasm, excuse me, y'all. Kardashian scale, it was channeled by the astronomer Kardashian. Rest in heavenly transition, or baby, rising in heavenly transition, where he outlines the evolution of a galactic civilization based off of the amount of energy, based off of its own amount of energy, the galactic civilization is able to harness and utilize for its evolution. The divine says in 10 years, baby, the timelines, the energies of the realms of creation, the divine, the Most High says, the Galactic Federation confirmed we will be a type 1, type 2, type 3 Kardashian scale colony within 10 years, which is really beautiful and powerful. You're like, how, Ashley, how can we do that? We're type 0. Like, all the astronomers and physicists and all the scientists said that's impossible. Like, no, like, that's impossible. It'll take us a long time to get there, Ashley. I don't think that's right. Check again in the ethers. I just checked and they confirmed. I just checked. Gotta check my heart space. I just checked the winds. We already live on a planet that's multidimensional with, baby, heightened, baby, type 10, type 18, baby, heightened, spiritually evolved, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically evolved civilizations. They're just in different realms or different vibrational frequential patternings. And as we expand our consciousness, as we continue to grow spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, by being inquisitive about ourselves and our reality, to grow our energy, and we align to these higher vibrational realities, or conscious awareness, expanded consciousness realities, we're acclimating. Simultaneously, we're acclimating to these realms of realities, these civilizations that are already type 1, type 2, type 3, Kardashian scale colony, simultaneously. So this is how. And I got this divine revelation of the how, because I was being a great spokesperson for the divine, but I was like, shoot, I'm not sure. It didn't hit me yet. But I got the divine revelation as to how will be a type 1, type 2, type 3 Kardashian scale colony. Within the Kingdom Things podcast, where I channeled our ancient Mayan predecessors. This is linked below in the reference Kingdom Things podcast. Content is the Kingdom Things podcast meetup. I channeled the ancient Mayan ancestors. And I got the divine revelation in this installment. And the Galactic Federation was like, we did not know if you were going to be able to pick up that revelation. And I did, baby. And it got it on camera. So ancient Mayan ancestors linked below. And the type 1, type 2, type 3 Kardashian scale colony. That's actually from my song Alive in Peace. I'll link it below in the reference Ashley-Nicole music. It's a powerful incantation, y'all. I was actually healing and I was connecting to universal forces. Just so we in our minds, our paradigms, our synapses of understandings, just so we can understand how evolved these energies are. They're 8 universes ascended. They're like high vibrational, like super powerful, high vibrational energies. They were like 8 universes ascended. 8 universes in vibration octaves up. Like they're like, shoot. And I was just convening with them, healing myself. And then they were like, we want to channel this healing energies into the music. So I just, in my phone, I incantated spoken word or rap. And I made a song. It's called Alive in Peace. And that's the spoken word from the 8 universes ascended colony. I'm living my most abundant reality. Bench pressing these blessings, miracles. Archimedes with the elixir, real spiritual. Hey, man. Oh, it's good, y'all. It gets you, baby, it activates the DNA. You can feel the heart activation when you listen, spiritual activation. It's so great. Alive in Peace. Streaming Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. Subscribe to join the Ashley-Nicole music journey to a healed and balanced human culture, planet Earth. I do have some sessions. I started recording my sessions on this album. A Story Worth Telling, and that's the album Alive in Peace is on. My albums are in the playlist section of Ashley-Nicole Music YouTube. I started recording my sessions during this album, A Story Worth Telling. So there's a couple sessions that you can watch the makings of Alive in Peace. I don't have, the sessions are listed by night, like night 1, night 2, night 3, night 4. They're not listed by the song that's being made. So baby, you just gotta click, you just follow your heart space. Whatever you click on, that's what you meant to experience. This is what you're meant to experience. I'll find the sessions. I'll link it below in the reference content. I'll find the sessions. I'll link them below in the reference content. The makings of Alive in Peace. One of the nights didn't save, so the nights that are available, I'll link those below in the content. So I'm on the twin flame journey, y'all, and I had to lean into higher wisdoms, baby. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. She's coming here to tell me about something. She was like, because I was like, I can do this by myself. Like, I'm tired of going back and forth with you, twin, divine counterpart. I'm tired of playing with you. Now, the divine did tell me, hey, Ashley, you don't know what I'm creating. So however he shows up, that's the way I need him to show up. However you show up, that's the way I need you to show up. Right? Right. And it's like, simultaneously, like I have my own soul guidance and he has his own soul guidance. So whenever his soul guidance, baby, it feels like it's a friction against my soul guidance. Like it doesn't feel right. I'm just not finna follow your lead. I'm not gonna do it. And that's just a part of how we're growing. And you would think I wouldn't divulge this, but I have to. Because this is where we are. The universe is like, baby, the universal forces work with us, mediate with us to try to get us into alignment and all the things. And the universal forces are like, this is just where we are. Accept it. This is where we are. Like, we're in unwritten times as divine creation, as all of creation, as humanity. We're in unwritten times, and we're learning as we go. We're working through things as we go. So like, if you telling me something and I just don't, my soul space, I just don't agree with it. I feel like I have to be less of my divine presence to maybe align with what you talk about. I just can't do it. I'm just not finna do it, right? So thank you, Mary and Magdalene. I was like, I can do this by myself. I can do this on my own, right? I'm an INFJ, I'm an INFJ personality type, y'all. Right? I took the Myers-Briggs personality test. It's really funny because we can really step out of time and space and step out of these paradigms to be whatever we want to be. But at the same time, which we should exercise this to not be limited to these paradigms. At the same time, the divine is like, everywhere that you show up, everything that you learn about yourself, or every paradigm that you perceive about yourself, it's a resource for your evolution, and it's a specific resource that I crafted within you for you to utilize for your evolution, right? So I took the Myers-Briggs personality type in high school, and I was the INFJ. God was trying to tell me, baby, don't try to be like everybody else. You're supposed to be different for a reason. Because I felt like awkward in high school. Like, I had my group of friends, but outside of my group of friends, I didn't really talk to anybody else, because I just felt like, I don't feel awkward. I felt awkward, right? And God was like, I didn't create any of y'all humanity to fit in. I created y'all to be whoever it is y'all feel y'all need to be in your heart space, in your divine alignment, in your spiritual evolution. I didn't create any of y'all to fit a mold. Fit a mold. I didn't create any of y'all to fit a mold. I created y'all to be whoever y'all feel to be in y'all spiritual evolution, y'all natural journey of evolution. Confession. And that's why I don't think my twin understands this. Because I be having to study. Because I'm like, what is he thinking? I had to study, like, what is the function of the man brain? Like, I go to spirit, of course. I stay in spirit about this. We stay being mediated by the universal forces incessantly, right? And a tangible isn't separate from spirit. So I'll get guidance to go get my brain into alignment. Like, what is he thinking? Like, how is he thinking? I understand. I think differently, baby, because I flow with the wind. I flow, baby. I'm a flower. I flow with the universal forces, and I follow my intuitive guidance. And I'm real magical, like we all are, baby. And I've grown into trusting my magic, right? I'm growing into trusting my magic, because it's a forever limitless process journey of trusting your magic, right? So like, if I feel a way, it's like, how did you think of that? Like, would you just pull it out of your behind? Like, no, I just felt it. So that's what I said. I said that because that's just how I feel. And I know I'm channeling and I'm getting divine wisdoms, but I don't feel like breaking down, like, what? Because the man brain, it needs the man brain needs like understanding, like, why you just thought of that, so you just said it, or you just thought of that, so you just want to do it. You just thought of it, so you're just gonna do that. No, it's spiritual. It's super spiritual. Like, it's intuitive, and I just trust it, and I've trusted it, and I've become a whole activated being. If y'all go back and look at my first Kingdom Things podcast installments, my energy is completely different than what it is now. And again, we're always where we're supposed to be, when we're supposed to be there for our evolution. And all my content is going to be helpful for whoever finds it. I'm a whole remembering activated divine presence, not because I did what you say, divine counterpart twin flame, but because I follow my inner space, because I follow my heart space, my intuitive guidance. So I don't think his man brain be totally registered in this. So I had to get this confession off. I had to confess with in front of the world for it to be learnable, teachable. Like, ain't none of us perfect. As wise and divinely activated as you are, understand that, baby, this is a journey, not a race. 1. And 2, we're in brand new times, baby, where we're all just working it out. Baby, I have universal forces like, I don't know what you, give me a second. Let me see what's finna balance out. Because I was like, something happens, I'll be like, what is that? And the universal forces, give me a second. Let me see how this balances out. Give me a second. Oh, okay, we can try to run this play. I mean, or shoot, we can, because reality is just energetic frequencies. And we're all, limitless autonomous creator beings. So if this creator being makes a decision that, baby, kind of throws off the trajectory of this timeline, the universe is like, oh, we didn't expect that. We didn't expect this. But give me 0.3 seconds to figure out, schematicize something, and let me just give you some guidance through your inner space. none of us ain't got nothing figured out, baby. We out here running universal plays. Sometimes they're Hail Marys. Sometimes you just throw that thing, hope somebody catch it. And if you know, somebody on your team too. And we're all on the same team. That's the thing. We're all on the same team. We are all one. Nothing's created to work against us. But you know, we're in a plane of duality where you have to be discerning in a way that you want to align your vibrations with. And it's not even focused on what other people are doing. It's like how you align your vibrations to align with what's right for your soul evolution, for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and close this out. And thank you again, Mary Magdalene, because I needed this, baby. And whoever else finds it, I know you needed it as well. So I'm glad I was able to assist with co-creating this moment in existence. When you're done here with the Kingdom Things podcast, I'm also a singer-songwriter. My music, Ashley-Nicole Music, is available to stream on YouTube, link below. I'm also an author, y'all. I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It was a part of my rapid spiritual awakening journey. At the front end of the last 3 years, my soul's like, hey, Ashley, we trying to remind you in humanity who y'all are in the divine. And y'all's limitless potentials and vibrational frequential patternings beyond where y'all allowing y'all self to stretch at any moment. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts, my soul's like, let us channel these books through you. The first 2 parts are Asia's story. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school at Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of existential crises, which allow her to align with vibrational frequential patternings or with divine wisdoms or understandings of her limitless potentials to create a mirror of reality and create an embodiment of herself, and in turn a reflecting mirror of reality that mirrors her limitless potentials. The third part that's part 1 and part 2. Coming Home, the story of Asia is the first book. The story of Asia, that was all kind of jumbled, but y'all heard this a million times if y'all listen to Kingdom Things podcast. So, baby, if you want to hear it more concisely, just scroll back to another episode. I'm gonna keep on going, keep on trucking through. The first part is Coming Home, the story of Asia. The second book is the story of Asia, I'm Home. The third part is My Other Half. It's the twin flame divine counterpart journey back home to God inside. One soul, 2 bodies, many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Each lifetime of being a human being on planet Earth, it's really cool because it's different time periods and different love stories in one book. Ooh, it's so exciting. Each lifetime, the reality says, or consciousness evolution of the reality says that their love can't work. They will co-create a love and a life together. Which lifetime? The book is prophetic, y'all. This is an Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. You're able to purchase the books right now on the Amazon bookstore. If you're doing all digital copies, it's $29.97 plus tax. If you want to do physical copies, the first 2 stories, Coming Home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm Home, comes in one binding. And the third part, My Other Half, comes in its own binding, separate binding. It's $29.98 plus tax nonetheless. All the links to the books are linked below, specified physical as well as digital. If you're doing the digital, it comes in the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It's like one link, and it links all 3 digital copies. If you're doing, again, the 2 physical, it's 2 separate links. But they're linked below, specified below. I'm also a home chef, y'all. I enjoy cooking. Whatever the soul tells me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish, this is what we put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish, right? The pot, the pan, the baking dish. We go to the store, we use mystery ingredients. Sometimes it's a did you eat night? Because sometimes we get a mystery ingredient. I'll put ingredients, I'll put like 1 ingredient on the mystery ingredient list. I'll put 1 ingredient on the mystery ingredient list. So I'm like, this is just for kicks. This like a spoof. We're not gonna get this. And one time we did it. We got the one that I'm like, we're not gonna get this, and we did. And it was not great. It wasn't great, but it was a did you eat night. It's like, okay, it's edible. It's a did you eat? Okay, it didn't taste the best, but did you eat? Sometimes we have a did you eat night episode, and sometimes we have a good episode. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube. I'm gonna link below the episode where it was a did you eat night. Right? We made a dumpling soup. We made dumpling soup from scratch. It was a did you eat night. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube, link below. I'm also referencing the Did You Eat episode, the dumpling soup, below in the reference content. We get divine revelations over there, healing energies, all the things, funnies, jokes. We really cook. Dumpling episode. I also have another channel, y'all, another healing channel. One is Connection Energetic Upliftment. Ooh. Available to stream on YouTube, link below. Subscribe. We do powwow sessions over there. Whatever the ancestral forces of the soul tells us to heal within the human paradigms, human limitations, uplift, break through them limitations. We channel energies, ancestral forces, healing wisdoms to break through those energies, break through those limitations and paradigms of humans past that we no longer need. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment is available to stream on YouTube, again, link below. I also offer private powwow sessions, one-on-one powwow sessions where I channel dissertation style energies on video, energies and messages that your soul knows you need to break through karmic knots or limiting paradigms of your ancestry, in which you no longer need to raise the vibration of yourself, which is one with your whole ancestry, to raise the vibrational frequential patterning of your whole ancestry, to bring you to more conscious awareness, you and your whole ancestry, your whole ancestral lineage, into conscious awareness and embodiment of your limitless potentials. You're able to book your one-on-one powwow session below, and the Kingdom Things podcast, Healing Home Square portal. I don't offer many of those because I don't want to overwork myself, but whatever's there, have at it. Lastly, but certainly not least, before we roll into the Asya animated series episode, I wanna formally invite you to come take part in Asya Story, the animated series. Asya Story, the animated series, does stem from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel universe. I channel my extrasensory, multidimensional experiences in which I'm consciously aware of, the healing wisdoms and experiences that are super out of the box of limitation. Thank you, universe. I have a new offering that I'm going to share in just 1 second. It's new. This is the first time I'm sharing this. So my experiences that are out of the box of human limitation, the paradigms of our old humanism, I channel these experiences within Asya Story, the animated series, which is available to stream for free at this time. AP Short Stories on YouTube, link below. Lastly, but certainly not least, y'all, I have a live action series with myself. It's called Out of the Box. It is available to stream Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. It's what we're all experiencing as humanity, as God's creation. We'll stick to the human culture of planet Earth. We're awakening within the dream to our limitless potentials, to the many paradigms and understandings of who we are outside of the box of limitation. Again, Out of the Box is available to stream Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube under the playlist section. I will list it below. The playlist below, Out of the Box. Subscribe to all my channels to join Ashley-Nicole Phillips' humanity's journey. For one, our journey to a healed and balanced human culture, planet Earth, with joy, love, happiness, wellness, balance, peace, abundance, for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. Mashallah, inshallah, bismillah, shalom, amen, ashe, assalamu alaikum, namaste. I didn't say that earlier. Namaste. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it assists you with embodying being more of your limitless potentials, to relate with your family, loved ones, and humanity, all of God's creation in a more unconditionally loving, balanced, limitless way. We'll see y'all later. Bye. We have a new mission for you, dear Asya.
We?
We.
New mission? So soon?
You're more than capable and prepared.
I am. What's my mission?
Assisting with harmony in the insectoid universe.
Okay. I mean, the first time I communicated with the insectoids, it was pretty freaky.
Yes, the first time you consciously communicated with the insectoids, dear Asya. And you acclimated. You're acclimating. You've met with the insectoids since, correct?
Yeah, using my extrasensory perception abilities that I've been mastering over time.
You are ready for this mission. Allow your genome to acclimate to the new vibrational frequencies that are you, to the more limitless nature that is you.
I am coming out of a gestational amnesiatic phase of the evolution of myself. of the self, of the all. And evolution takes
time. You are ready. Hey, my name is Asya, and I am an interdimensional being. I know. I just found out myself. Everything that I thought was my truth was a lie. I chose to continue this life because of the one thing that I know isn't a lie. Love. Tapped into the heart to find home. What colony are you from? I transcend space and time to ground a better way of life. 32.949 Sector 2, Andromeda Galaxy.
Long time no see, Asya. Yeah, it only took a whole shift of the game board called reality, or the mass awakening of the human consciousness. I love the new hairstyle, Alexi. With our spirits universally aligned.
We are now defined. Divine humans. Welcome home, Earthlings.
Are you tapped into what is taking place?
The transmutation of the Nagas beings, or the reptilian entities on the planet.
We, humanity, seeded the energies of our home frequencies to allow for the transmutation of our ancestral pasts that are out of alignment with universal orchestration, the mass awakening, the great shift, the awakening of the I Am.
All is within. The Nagas, energies, beings, and entities, reptilians, were never separate from humanity. Rather, they're a part of the makings of us. The makings of us that deserve to be evolved into new dimensions of wellness and balance.
And so it is. There's a lot of changes taking place on the planet. What we know as psychic attacks. What's truly taking place is the harmonizing of the universes. Low vibrational energies and limiting beliefs that are no longer conducive for the evolution and upliftment for all things are being purged from God's creation, or transmuted, alchemized into higher vibrational beingness. Below, in this episode of Asya's story, in the description, you'll find an episode of Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. My author, Ashley-Nicole Phillips, channeled Ascended Master Katumi and Archangel Michael to help with just this situation, just this occurrence. The melding of spirit with the human mind, which creates psychic attacks. We'll get through this just fine. Fairy godmother Miss Tracy. I did not mean to scare you. Ooh. I came to give you a little encouragement and a message from the universes. Do you remember the energetic or spiritual work that we did about forgiving our families? Yes, I do, Miss Tracy. Woo! Well, the healing we've done to grow the human consciousness expands our family, Asya. What you talking about, Miss Tracy? The reptoids, Asya. The message that fairy godmother Miss Tracy had is very true. I have to forgive the makings of me, the makings of us, the makings of we. I have these super cool spiritual gifts that I'm no longer whispering about. As I remain heart-centered and filled with my emotions, my Akashic records allots for the manifestation of what I intended to create on a soul level before I incarnated. Manifesting what I intended to co-create with the universes on a soul level with the energies in which I feel. Allowing my thoughts to align with more abundant thoughts, or allowing myself to be gifted thoughts that align with what I intended to manifest. A lot of the times I'm understanding these thoughts for the first time. A lot of the times I'm becoming consciously aware of these thoughts for the first time. It's a part of being a creator being, co-creating with the universal forces or the oneness of all things.
The insectoid universes are harmonized?
They are.
Wasn't so bad, was it?
Work in progress. Or evolution.
And just like all things in reality, what goes around comes around. Or you will meet this mission again, to harmonize the insectoid universes.
Yes. I understand.
Yes, and from what I understand, you're not sure of things to put that Akashic record of yours to use.
You heard about the reptilian mission I was placed on?
Why, yes, Asya. We all heard. All of limitless potential hears.
It only took all space and time to co-create a peace treaty with the reptoids. Drop into your heart space for more info, or wait until the next episode of Asya's story. My name is Asya. Many things have changed since the last time my author, Ashley, put pen to the paper to share my story with your world. It all started when I had a grand epiphany that I never missed masculine love and attention. I just energetically remembered I was never going to receive the love I truly require and desire externally from the self. I energetically remembered I was never going to receive the love I truly require and desire with being imbalanced by not practicing the innate wisdoms that has always been stowed away in my heart and soul. No worries. Why? Some more heart-centered wisdoms. We experience or our existence from and as different perspectives to expand, grow, evolve the I am, or creation, or infinite existence. Infinite existence. Infinite creation. With the perspective I ancestrally inherited and co-created, I unconsciously and at the same time divinely rejected divinely aligned, balanced, well-masculine energies, while finding temporary and fleeting solace within and as the energies of imbalance. We came into existence to balance. We came into existence to balance these energies with the way we live our lives and seek understandings or wisdoms from how we show up and experience the self.
Hey, my name is Asya, and I am an interdimensional being. I know. I just found out myself. Everything that I thought was my truth was a lie. I chose to continue this life because of the one thing that I know isn't a lie. Love.
Have you ever lost someone or something that is near and dear to you? Let's make this a safe space to face and express our deep emotional truths, irregardless of how these truths change the way we perceive our authentic or individual selves and others. A practice in which mirrors our humanity's dharmic purpose to practice and embody the frequencies of unconditional love and apex compassion. It was such a regular occurrence for me to take her out without her leash in the front yard, and for us to go back inside, for everything to be okay. I feel like I was being careless, but Zoe says she was just ready to transcend, experience something different, something more evolved, something more abundant. Zoe, my little silky terrier, jumped in front of the wheel of a car next to the curb of our yard. I saw the whole thing happen. So, as you know, if you tune into my story, I study with many great sages, gurus, and spiritual masters to become more aligned with my infinite nature, or the truth, the facts, that all is one, all is within, and nothing truly decays or dies, but only changes form to grow and evolve the all, the I am, or infinite existence, or most commonly termed as God. The whole experience is, when I replay the experience in my mind, extremely traumatic. As I placed Zoe in the bag and into the box, I heard the spirit of the Devic Kingdom. I now know it was the Devic Kingdom, or Zoe's spirit, guiding me to be gentle with Zoe's body. I cried out for divine presence. I knew that my heart and mind was only perceiving a minute scope of what was taking place in the moment. And what did I tell you? That I forgot my truths. I am. We are. Every dimension of the I am. We're playing a game to learn more about ourselves, to grow and evolve. And that I've been with you in many shapes and dimensions, many forms, throughout your whole earthly experience, your entire earthly experience. Many lifetimes, Asya, not just this one. Yes, and I want to practice my chakma, my divine wisdoms, and not be so sad. Yes, you are your chakma, Asya. You are your divine wisdom, and you are feeling. You exist to feel or master energy. You are doing well. When you feel, use your mind to create thought patterns in which you want to manifest, and what you want to bring to your experience, in which you want to experience, dear Asya, dear humanity.
Do you remember the mission?
World peace.
And by world peace, not just your plane or dimension of reality.
Right. The human being of planet Earth is quantumly connected to every dimension of God's creation, every dimension of infinite creation.
Precisely. I did have a good feeling about you.
I'm going to share some divine wisdoms that in lifetimes before, lifetimes perceived past, I would generally have to whisper or keep to myself. We are unique frequencies, dimensions of the I am, or creation. Every person, place, or thing in our reality is a projection of where we stand in the universal balancing of all of existence in any moment. The Hermetic's principle of compensation, also known as karma, what goes around comes around. Do unto others as you would like done unto you. Humanity, we had this a little backwards. Our realities are a projection of our energies. All people, places, and things in our realities and beyond are a projection of our energies, or our universal embodiment at any moment in time. Instead of holding resentment, rage, anger, sadness, pain, and projecting the resentment, anger, sadness, pain, or fear onto the people, places, and things within our reality. We have to take an inquisitive and understanding and compassionate disposition while learning and growing the self. With doing so, as the universes seek equilibrium, or the scales of justice are coming into balance, instead of parties, individuals, or dimensions of creation or the self or our reality being dealt vengeful karma, we are served chakma, or divine wisdoms that teach us, and which teach us why we experience the things we experience, to grow us into more, instead of killing ourselves, each other, one another. You want to know a really cool way to expedite universal growth or quantum manifestations? Lean it. Tell everybody. The past versions of ourselves are only a mirror to the future versions of ourselves in different dimensions. Whenever we experience bad luck, we're truly experiencing our own energies projected from our past versions of self, or limiting beliefs in which we once held that we no longer align to. Welcome to the future.
Miss Tracy, fairy godmother. And so we meet again. Your family. Forgive them, Asya. I'm an orphan. No, you are not. Irregardless of how out of place you have felt your entire life. Sweet baby, for the energies you chose to experience, and by chose, I mean when a dimension of creation or person, thing, or place need another dimension to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. You and every human have lived the most abundant reality in which was required for the makings of you, for the evolution of you. I feel deep pains in my heart, deep density in my heart. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. I remain heart-centered and allow my chakma, the divine wisdom that I am, to utilize this deep, dense energy to manifest or create wellness, the upliftment and balance for all things, for the oneness and upliftment of all things, the regeneration of the human genome, the activation of the human's DNA, the expansion of the human's consciousness to manifest a reality of world peace. And so it is. And so it is.
My name is Asya, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my Atom's letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I need no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on Earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel.
Now available in the Amazon bookstore.
Times